In today's video, we have the best golf swing on YouTube, Grant Horvat sharing his driving secrets. We're talking backswing, downswing, how to hit the driver under pressure, and how to hit longer drives. You are going to love this one. Let's get to it. Okay, so we have got the best golf swing on YouTube, textbook. Grant Horvat, how are you?
That's a bold claim. That's a really bold claim.
It's true, it's true.
George Bryan's got a really nice golf.
He is very good, he is.
Yeah.
But we're talking driver today. You're going to share some of your driving secrets, hopefully for the viewers at home. One of the things that amateur golfers struggle with mainly is backswing. It lets them down.
Right.
Throws them out of position, so they've got to make compensations. Can you share some of the things that you've worked on in your backswing first that's helped you become a great driver of the golf ball?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll say first off, driving the golf ball is the strongest point of my game. I mean, my wedges are the one thing I do struggle with, so driving the golf ball is my strength. Yeah, there are a couple things that I do think about in my backswing, but mostly my main thought when I'm playing good is actually something in my downswing.
Okay.
But I'll share for sure what I feel in my backswing. So with a driver, different than the irons because we're hitting up on it. So definitely set up, a little tilted off the ball here, spine angle, a little bit tilted this way. But my main backswing thought is a load into my right hip here. I want to feel this right hip. It's almost like you're loading that spring, and I'm trying to turn deep into this right hip here. And from there, once it's like loaded into this right hip, I can now push off of this leg. One thing I feel like when I'm not swinging good, whether it's irons or drivers, I start to get a little bit too much of a reverse pivot.
Yeah.
And a little bit steep, like in this way. I don't really like that. I really like to feel the weight transfer into my right leg and into this right hip here and push it back a little bit. It's like a deep hip turn is my main backswing thought.
Okay.
But
can you hit a shot? And then I want to just go through something with the viewers, what you've done there, just to unpack how to get to that place. But I'd love to see a shot first on this as well.
Yeah.
Because it is a great golf swing, and we've seen you hit a couple of drivers, and it's been very nice. Nice little draw there against the breeze, and that's your shape, isn't it? A little bit of right to left, yeah?
A little bit of a draw like that.
Yeah. So if you just take your setup for us then, Grant, I'd love to just unpack that, what you just said there a little bit for the viewers at home, to how we create this load, because you do something in the golf swing which I really like, that a lot of golfers don't do.
Right.
So if you take your setup for us, I would love you to go to halfway back in your backswing.
Okay.
And we're going to see a couple of things for the viewers at home here. A little bit further back for me. Okay, so what Grant does really, really well is you get a huge shoulder turn halfway back in the swing. So at the top of your swing now, you're really leaning away from the target. So this left shoulder is way behind the golf ball. What we often see amateur golfers do in the backswing is this left arm gets very much across the chest.
Right.
Which doesn't really load this right hip in the backswing and create this good spine angle away. And you do this really, really well. You've got a great sequence on the way back, arms, body, and club, which really puts you in a great place on the way back.
Right. That is one, I mean, that's when I'm driving the ball good, I'm always feeling a slight load into this right leg. Because I feel like when we're back here, it's easy to hit up on it once you have your weight back in this area. But it also just creates power, and I feel like I'm just loading this leg up like a spring. And once I feel that like tension through this leg, I can kind of feel it like stretch the muscle deep into there. Now it's like from here, we're in a good, powerful position to explode and jump. And everything's usually from there will sequence up in a good bounce.
Just do that again for me, and if it best you can, don't swing down, please. But if you just do that again, and I was really interested in what you did here, you were able to actually, what we would call technically, unweight that foot a little bit. So if you actually do that again for me, where this heel was actually dancing a little bit, so almost coming up, so that guarantees that he's up into this right hip. But then you start your downswing almost with that same thought, don't you?
Right, and that planning, even that little feeling of like that replanning, is that first move in the downswing, and then from there, explode off.
So that was going to be the next question, because we get this so much from the viewers. You guys are always asking, well, how should I start the downswing? So let's just say that that's the trigger for you then, Grant. What's the next thing for you from there?
So what I was going to tell you guys, like I said, you guys have caught me when I'm playing the best golf of my life right now, which is absolutely crazy. Never been able to say that. So one thing that I'm working on harder than anything, this is my only swing thought right now. I really don't think too much in my backswing. My main swing thought, which it's going to be interesting for you guys to pick this one, but when I get up to the top of my swing right now, what I'm feeling when I get up here is the first move in my downswing is to push down this way. So I'm trying from this angle here, when I get up to the top, I'm actually trying to push down and back with my butt and then rotate, because what happens when I get squirrely is the second I get up to the top, the hips move towards the ball and I'm early extend a little bit, lose it, and the club gets back here, tons of rotation. But what I'm trying to do, for some reason it's working right now, you know, really good.
Please don't ever change
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're thinking.
I'm trying to like push down this way and then rotate. And it feels like my butt's going back more and staying along that line, if you were to draw a line.
Yeah.
And that to me has like changed my game. This feeling of pushing down on the downswing.
So that push goes straight into that lead hill is almost the first point, and then, as you say, the rest of it just sort of squats down almost, doesn't it?
Right. It's almost like that. And keep that, and then now I can just rip around. It's a weird, I don't know how it's working, but it's working good.
Just if you find something, and this is a great message for you guys, if you find some thought that just works, people will say, I'm thinking this, should I keep trying it? Well, you go, yeah, if it works, just keep doing it.
Right.
That's the thing. There's no right or wrong feeling. If you get that feeling that works, you just want to roll with it.
Yeah, I remember seeing Tiger in a video, like he was on the range and he was really like working on this and pushing back, because that's the main thing in my golf swing when I'm not playing good is the hips really work out towards the ball, and this is back here. And usually I can still time it up, but that feeling, it gives me room for my arms to drop in here and stay on top of it a little more.
As a good player, good players will generally, or fast players as well, will generally not want to feel as though they're getting loads of this and not a lot of rotation with them body.
Right.
So it makes total sense. Let's hit another one. Let's watch hit another one. Because this is, as we said, it's one of the best golf swings, if not the best on YouTube, and we've only seen one shot in it.
And we'll get a slow-mo in after this so you can really see what Grant was talking about there.
Yeah, it might not look like it on video, but we're trying it. I'll tell you that.
And the real key with this is, like Grant just said,
low on the face.
He's feeling that. He's feeling that he's pushing back, but the reality is he may just be staying on that line. We'll find out from a slow-mo.
Right. Let's try a better one than that. It was a little weak, but we're consistently hitting it right over that bunker.
Yeah, that was nice.
Which is good. That was a miss hit. That's the biggest thing too. My miss hits are staying in play, which is good. So when that club gets a little behind me there, that still works. It's just a little bit of a divey.
Yeah.
I can feel that. That's when the club
It's
gets
a little too much shape for you on that one.
Right, a little bit too much, but the thing is it's still in that fairway area that I'm trying to aim towards. It's just not a great one.
So when you hit a bad one like that, do you just go straight to, okay, let me just really get into that feeling again. Let's keep that butt back. Let's turn on to it. You just go straight into that same feeling.
Immediately, like, because I feel like right there when that club's getting back here, if I really try and push back, it's going to stay out in front of me and not get back here. So I just try and exaggerate the feeling a little more. And it works sometimes. It's still like something trying to implement heavy into the swing. But
and that shot was still nice, wasn't it? I mean, it was slightly down the left-hand side. It was not a bad shot.
It's hit the fairway still.
Let's hit a good one here. Right side.
That's good. It's just staying out there. It's a little bit of a left to right wind, so that's good.
Bad?
Okay, let's talk pressure. You play a lot of matches on YouTube now.
Yeah.
So you know, there's cameras there. You want to win. There's pressure. So let's say you're in an important match. You're going down the last hole.
Yeah.
It's a tight par 4. We played the Blue Monster yesterday.
Right.
And it was a tough last hole. We were like, okay, this is going to be hard to hit the fairway. What do you do under pressure? Is there anything you do differently?
Yeah. So my go-to shot, which actually helps my game a ton, is I tee it down super, super low. So about as low as I can get it without, you know, off the deck, which that's pretty low.
Yeah.
And from there, what that does when I'm visually looking at that is it makes me stay to the outside and kind of squeeze it. And I always get better contact, and I usually hit a little bit of a fade. That is 100%. I've actually been using this shot recently into the wind. Even when there's wind or I'm nervous, tee it down, and I usually hit a lot straighter. So let's see if we can...
Less chance of it going left when you do this, yeah?
Yeah, way less chances, because now I have to stay a little bit more on top of it, a little steeper.
I mean, that is like so safe, isn't it?
That's better than any drive I've hit today. I should probably do that more often.
Just tee down that all the time.
It forces me to.
It's interesting because the club path has been averaging at 2 degrees to the right. So that, as you're saying, playing that nice potential draw from that was 1.7 degrees to the left.
Right.
So straight away, just teeing it differently changes the intention of the golfer, and then it changes the intention of the shot as well. And that's I think a lot of great players will do that exact same thing. Tee it low and just let it peel a little bit.
And that came out with like no spin.
Yeah.
And it rolls down the fairway. It's almost better than my normal golf shot.
257 carry plus the run. You're still probably going to be 280 there. And and it's safe.
And you're only like 10 to 12, 15 yards down maybe on your normal carry. So yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really good. Let's just say you're on a par 5 and you want to reach in 2.
Yeah.
But it's a long par 5, 600 yards, and you want to send one, smash it. What are you doing? Anything different?
It's funny because I actually like can't swing hard at a golf ball. I got nothing in me. Like I can't. It's actually embarrassing. Like when I try and go after it, it looks the same as normal. Like if I'm like in my mind, if I'm going after it, like I watch it back on video and it doesn't gain, nothing gains. But what I will do is I'll tee it up a little higher, and if it's downwind, I'll definitely try and launch it and ride it with the wind. So tee it up a little bit higher here. Make a normal golf swing. When I swing harder, my body, I should probably hit the gym. I should start working out so my muscles can stay in their posture and rotate, a little more flexibility, but I don't work out. So I feel like I lose a little bit, like there's maybe a strength issue, and I lose it sometimes on the downswing when I go hard at it. So just a normal golf swing.
So teeing it higher, not changing ball position, keeping that the same.
Keeping everything the same.
Yeah.
And it's funny because normally when it's teed up a little higher like this, if anything, I'm going to hit it higher on the face. It usually takes a little bit of the spin off.
Yeah.
But I'll try and launch it. I'll try and go after one a little bit.
Definitely higher. It's tricky with it on the range here with these range balls because that looked like it got a bit too much spin on it.
Yeah. A little bit of spin there. Let's hit another one. Let's get a better one. Let's launch it really good here.
It's amazing though, just having the intention, how it changes things. I'm going to tee it up higher, I'm going to launch it without you having to try and do anything different. The fact that you just have a different intention changes what you do without even having to think, which is great.
Yeah, it feels like I naturally even tilt a little bit more.
I mean, you're literally having 2 totally different shots by, what, an inch difference in tee height?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's true. It's not much, but it changes where it's located on the face too. Now it's like up here, a little bit above the face. When you set it, it's like almost a full ball above the face. I want to actually launch one here. I'm kind of missing them all day. A little bit low on the face. Get a good one here.
I like that backswing.
There we go.
There we go.
That was hit.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was the first one that I kind of got a little bit better. Finally got underneath that. Good.
3 degrees up. So 2.9 degrees up. You were averaging like 1.5 before. So again,
that was it.
Totally changed that.
Perfect draw there. Look.
Yeah, they were, yeah. 2-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Look, awesome work. Hey. Now look, Grant has probably got multiple channels, haven't you, on YouTube? But we'll put the
I got 2 right now.
We'll put the links down in the description. So make sure you go and check it out. Look at some of the stuff he's doing. It's absolutely fantastic. And thanks so much for today.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Grant. And look, and if you want more help with your driver, make sure you check out our coaching plan, Total Driving. We know it's going to help. Click right here. Thanks guys, and we'll see you soon.